again. Good evening, everybody. Hey, I was just recently introduced? Yeah, I was just recently diagnosed with a weird disease. It's called CDO. It's exactly like OCD, except in alphabetical order like it's supposed to be. I do ride a motorcycle, and as I ride a motorcycle, I run around Tucson and I watch other people ride, and I see what kind of things they ride and how they ride, and it makes me laugh at times. Because I see these guys on these little scooters, and they look like they're on the way to the library or something, and they're on their little scooter, and they're always like, oh shit, is that 5-year-old on the bike gonna knock me off, passing me? I'm not sure. Well, then you see these other guys who ride the cross rockets, and those cross rockets, and they got their legs all way back here like this, which I can barely do anymore because I'm getting old. And they're all leaned over, and I don't know if this is cool or if they just had like way too much Taco Bell the night before, because to me it just looks like they have a cramp with their left hand on their hip like that. Me, I prefer the Harley Davidson because, thank you. On the Harley, you can sit on a Harley Davidson. I mean, we're kind of laid back sitting on a bike like that. We even got footrests so we can look up here, put our feet up here like that, so we're riding along. I mean, if you could put a big screen TV and a beer keg on that, I'd never get off of it. And the other thing, though, do you see those other guys out there riding? They look like they're trying to dry their laundry. I never quite get that idea, but I'm actually recording this for my mom tonight. She's been fighting a very bad illness. She's got an infection that won't go away, and she's going in for surgery tomorrow. So I want to send her a copy of this tonight. So if you can't laugh at me, or laugh with me, at least laugh at me. So laughter is the best medicine. I live on the south side of Tucson. It's a very dangerous part of the south side of Tucson. It's called my house. You can hear gunshots nightly. There's a lot of cultural differences between where I grew up in Indiana and being on the south side of Tucson. Fairy tales on the south side of Tucson started a little differently. Where I grew up, fairy tales started with Once Upon a Time, and on the south side they start with See What Had Happened Was. And the other thing too is I'm one of these people who firmly believe that if you're going to move to a country, you really should learn the language of the people who live there. And I moved to the south side 7 years ago, and I still don't know how to speak Spanish though. And I found out, I used to think that soccer was the #1 sport in the Hispanic community for watching the sport. But I found out that's not true. Whenever I go to the casino, there's always one guy playing a slot machine and 15 other people standing around watching him. And I'm like, can you please get out of the way so I can get to my table? Also, in riding a motorcycle over this summer, it dawned on me, why in the hell do you put black motorcycle seats on motorcycles in Tucson? If I ever decide to have kids again, they're going to be born with a suntan. Or they'll look just like the Mexican kids on the south side of town, one of the two. Okay. I like that joke. That was me. And for my mom. Hi, Mom. The other thing, too, is I was kind of going through a midlife crisis when I bought the bike, and I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to think about getting a little religious. I've never been real religious in my life, and I thought, I might turn to Judaism. It's one of the most respected religions in the world. It's been around for a long time, and besides, they've got these really cool hats that I'll cover this up. Thank you all very much. Have a nice evening.